Hello, everyone, and welcome to our district-wide professional development. My name is Dr. Christopher Stubbs, and I'll be leading today's session alongside my colleague and fellow NOLA PS team member, Jennifer McCormick. Today is about unlocking AI and Microsoft Copilot so that it feels less intimidating and more useful in our work. In this lesson today, we'll explore what AI really is and where you see it, common mistakes people make with AI, a simple but yet effective framework known as the 5 R's to improve prompts, and then live examples of bad versus good prompts. And then, of course, there's time for you to practice. By the end of this session, you'll have a practical step-by-step way on how you could use Copilot right away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer, and appreciate you listening to our session today. Before I begin my part of the presentation, the actual truth is that AI is not going to replace our jobs or people so much as what will happen is that people that are AI literate will keep their jobs. Those who are not AI literate will be replaced by those who are. So we wanted to start by saying that because, again, this session that we're presenting today is important because it means that everyone here listening is interested in AI, which is what we all need to be. We need to be interested and we need to be practitioners of using AI, even if we have not yet started. So why does AI matter? Well, it matters because it makes our work easier. It helps to automate routine tasks, helps us decide and turn data into insights is one of the very many things that can help us decide smarter. It personalizes our experiences by adapting to our individual needs. So it levels the playing field by expanding access and support because, again, as I mentioned a second ago, in the future and very near future, those of us that are AI literate will definitely have an advantage over those who are not. So where do we already see AI? Well, artificial intelligence has existed for years in our smartphones, for example, photo tagging, online shopping recommendation. In education, we have personalized learning platforms. And in many of our work tools, we have automated reports and scheduling assistance. So that level of AI has existed, but now we're moving to generative AI. And this is where it's actually able to think. But as we said, level of discernment is necessary. And AI changes every single day. So while there are no experts on this, there are people that are AI literate. So before I turn it back over to Chris, I just want to preface this, that our session is called Copilot and Unlocking That. As you know, as we work for NOLA Public Schools, we have a suite of Microsoft platform device and different resources to use like Word and so forth. So Copilot is a part of what we have access to. So you'll see that in your email. You'll see it when you are, in other platforms that we use in our district. However, the things that we talk about today, when Chris talks about the 5 R's of prompting, just know that these are skills that you need to utilize regardless of the AI platform that you're using. It's part of the AI literacy that we keep talking about. So to be AI literate, you do need to be a great prompter and understand and be able to have high levels of discernment. So while this is called Copilot, and you absolutely should and can use Copilot within our roles here in NOLA Public Schools, know that the strategy that Chris is going to teach you can be utilized with any AI platform that you access and use to help make your personal or professional life easier.
So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is be able to access Copilot. And it's a quick, simple 3-step process. If you go to your browser and you type in Microsoft365.com, make sure you're logged in with your NOLA PS account. And then you want to select the chat button in the top left corner. If you see a screen just like the screen you see on this presentation, then you're in the right place. But make sure that chat button is selected and it says right there in the middle, welcome to Copilot. And Remember this, folks. If you can open an email, you can open Copilot. It's that simple. All right. So the question is, what's holding you back with AI, right? 5 common barriers that we always see is that number one, you're not giving it a role. If the AI does not know the role it's supposed to be playing, it will answer your question verbatim without having that context. Number two, a lot of times people don't know what to ask it. All right. You got to remember, what specific task would you like AI to complete for you? Number three, there's no supporting resources, there's no data. How can you give more information to the AI so that it can have more context, so that it understands the tone, it understands exactly the type of situation you are in order to correctly and effectively provide you with an output that is tailored to your needs? Number four, you're guessing instead of guiding. All right. There's no need to guess when you have the information. If you don't have the information, you can work with AI to uncover that information to work things out. But you want to be very careful. You want to make sure you are not writing this just because you just thought about it. You need to specify the results you're looking for and why it's important to you. The why is so important because the why provides that web of context to help bring together the nuances that the AI does not have that you have in your mind. So if you start with that why and make sure that's included, it really provides a much better output. And last but not least, you're not practicing enough. Hey, like any new skill set, you got to practice it to master at it. So if you're not practicing, then I think the old saying goes, if you're not working on getting better, then you're probably just getting worse. But in this case, AI is accessible to you right here on your laptop at work, and you can always access it. So the big question comes, what will help me become better with AI? And I'm glad you asked. So let's first start by defining exactly what prompt engineering is. Okay. Prompt engineering is a new skill set that everyone must master sooner rather than later, because as Jen mentions, AI is not coming to take your position. AI is coming to replace those who don't know how to use AI within their position. So let's start with the why. Why use prompt engineering? Well, because it helps to guide, generate useful, clear, relevant responses. And you, as the human, are the person providing those prompts. All right. That means you're giving it the direction, you're giving it the context, you're giving it the purpose. And then you ask, what makes a good prompt? Well, a clear goal, specific instructions, ensuring that the tone is in place with what exactly you are trying to accomplish. It's very important that you specify as much as you possibly can, because that way you could think of giving it step-by-step directions. All right. And the beautiful thing about prompting is that since AI is everywhere, prompts can typically be used everywhere. Now, of course, we're focusing on simply Copilot in this session, but there are multiple other places where you can utilize prompt engineering because it's a skill set and you're going to need it wherever you go. And when should you do it? Hey, if you don't get the results that you're looking for, then it's time to refine. It's time to try it again. And most importantly, how do you improve a prompt, right? I'm sure you're asking, well, if I give it a prompt, what is the best method? And lucky for you listening in right now, you will get that secret coming up here soon. But first, we're going to have a little game time. So let's play a quick little game called Bad Prompt versus Good Prompt. Now, bad prompt. This is when you're prompting without a clear ask. Vague prompts equal vague results. Let's take a look at this prompt right here in the middle as an example. It says, write an email to a parent about a school placement issue. Yes, this is the goal. However, this prompt is vague. Who is the audience? What's the tone? What's the context? All right. What are these parents of high school students? Are these parents of elementary school students? Which type of school is it? There are so many variations with this. So bad prompting, although the goal and the ask is being met, the prompt is not detailed and specified enough so that Copilot will not give you a generic answer. The more you detail, the more you specify, the better your output would be. So this is a great example of what a bad prompt looks like. And Megan Good down here, a known actress, is making a face at the prompt because these are prompts we don't like. This is the type of face you should look at. This is the type of face you should make every time you see a prompt like this when they don't have context. There's no tone, there's no specific details to help the prompt. So I'm sure your next question is, well, if that's bad prompting, what does good prompting look like? And I'm glad you asked. Now, that's prompting with purpose. That's when you are guiding the tool and you are owning the outcome. Let's take a look at this improved example. It says, you are a school principal. Write a compassionate email to a parent about their child's school being changed. The tone should be empathetic but firm and clarify next steps. Keep it under 200 words. Now, what makes this prompt so good is that this prompt is providing clear context, clear tone, a clear purpose, which is going to result in a much more focused and emotionally appropriate response. All right. So I'm sure you're probably asking yourself, wow, how did you figure out how to do that? Well, luckily for you, here are the 5 R's. Okay. This is a prompting framework. It's a simple way to make AI work for you. So let's go down the list here. Number 1, the role. The question is, who do you want the AI to be? You must define the AI's identity. Next, what's the request? What do you want it to do? Specify your task, okay? Request. This is where we talk about those details. Results. How would you like to receive your results? Do you want your results in PDF form? Would you like it in an Excel doc? Would you like it in a PowerPoint? Would you like it as a one-pager? Maybe an executive summary? You can ask it to do anything you want. The question is, what are you looking for from it? All right. So that's all about formatting. Now, reasoning. That's that why I was talking about earlier. Why am I asking this? Is there additional data I can give to make it understand me better? That is the goal. Think about what more information you can provide in order to have the AI understand you a lot better. And then, of course, we talked about practice. Is this prompt the best it can be? Did you use the 5 R's correctly? Maybe you missed something. Okay. Nonetheless, here at the bottom, you can see a very simple format you can always follow. It says you are a role, please, with your request. The output should be with your results because of said reasoning. And then once you're done, make sure you go back, refine it if it does not hit the mark. Okay. Those are the 5 R's. So let's connect those dots here, people. So good prompting always is going to include the role, the requests, the results, the reasoning, and the refine. And if you look at the color coded dots, you can see exactly where the role was stated, the request was made, the results of the tone of the email, and then the reasoning in order to clarify the next steps, and then keeping it under 200 words. And then you can also refine again by creating an entirely new prompt using those 5 R's as well. So let's just bring it all together and take a look at bad prompt versus good prompt. So the bad prompt, we saw it was lacking tone, it was lacking context, just very generic in general. All right. But the good prompt, you can see, is much stronger because it gives Copilot and any other AI for that matter very clear context, very clear purpose, resulting in a focused and emotionally appropriate response. So a quick little activity you can do if you want to test your prompting skills with the 5 R's is take a look at this middle column with the scenarios and choose one of the scenarios using the 5 R's and test it in Copilot. After you use these scenarios and run your draft, then you want to maybe run this by someone. Let them see the job you did and ask them, did you complete the 5 R's and do they think this is a good prompt based on the 5 R's? And you can see in the top right that there is no fear because the 5 R's are here. So if you're thinking about testing this out, you could take a screenshot of this screen right here. You have an example and you have the 5 R's listed with almost like a fill in the blank. So this is a great exercise for you to do in order to ensure that you're understanding completely exactly what the fives are. Okay. Once again, the 5 R's. This is probably by far the best prompting framework I've seen. It keeps it simple. It gets straight to the point, and it really helps you narrow down specifically what you want the AI to be, the task to complete, how you want it formatted, and making sure that the AI machine is understanding you as best as you can so that the most optimal output, the best output, the greatest output possible based on the way you prompt and or the data and or attachments you add along with your prompts. Okay. So before you go, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you can use these 5 R's, take them with you, practice with them, send us an email. Let us know what your results were, what new fun and exciting things you were able to do with this new skill set that you just learned today. My name, once again, is Dr. Christopher Stubbs, along with my colleague, Jennifer McCormick. We are a part of the AI task force here at NOLA PS, and we hope that we were able to provide you with some great information today that you can go forward, be great, and utilize those 5 R's. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.